synchronized. I'm trying to go live with Instagram, and I got my other camera right here that's going live with YouTube. So let's see, am I live? Boom, okay, that's beautiful. All right, bet. So today we have a topic. I'm not just going live to dance and show y'all videos and stuff. We actually gonna talk about something tonight. This is Dr. Brown's class. So for any of you guys who know and who've met me before, you know, you understand that I like the male anatomy, you know, and I like being able to talk about it, and I like being able to build a physique that isn't so standard. You know what I'm saying? I like to talk about that too, and help other people not build a physique that's not so standard neither. So the topic we're gonna talk about tonight is what is the body type that women like on a man? And it's not even just the body type sometimes, it's like, what are the body features? Oh my goodness, hold on a second. This thing disconnect? Am I live? Oh, I'm back? Okay. All right. All right, so yeah. Oh, what up? What's up? What's up? I see y'all. Hey, I see y'all in the chat. Let's do it. Hey, y'all be patient with me because it's my first time, all right? All right. Now, we're talking about different features, and this isn't like a shallow, you know, just, oh, I just like them to be like this, because everybody likes something different. Like somebody's gonna like just a real skinny man. Somebody's gonna like a fat boy. Somebody's gonna like a dude who's just an athlete, and that's subjective. So if you got a personal preference, this isn't for you. My guide is more talking to guys who fit in the middle, you know, who don't really have a mold to anything, not really like real big or real short or real tall. They just kind of have an in between, and they're going to the gym trying to figure out what to work out for. We're going to talk about what the look is. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily the dad bod. We're talking about we're talking about women who are like, let's say between the ages of 22 to maybe like 40, 42, 40, 45, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So not too young, but not too old neither. Somebody who actually has like a, you know, they can have a preference. They can like a certain type of man, and men can actually be like that at those ages. Because when you're in your 50s, then it's just all about love. It ain't about what you look like. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So now that we got that out of the way, the disclaimer doesn't apply to all women, and this isn't going to give you 100% success, guys, if you're listening to this, but it is going to help you out a lot. Okay, so let's see where we at. All right, let's start off with the first one. That's a no. Big bodybuilders, big swole, you know what I'm saying, intimidating, like bodybuilders like that. That's really not the move. You don't want to aspire to be that. You know, to be a big old huge bodybuilder, that comes with a lot of responsibilities. I've realized that women see that as like more of a task. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when you're a bodybuilder and you're that big and you're that brolic, it kind of looks like you're overcompensating too. So it's like, okay, what's he hiding? This dude got to have these big old huge arms and big this, big that, big truck, blah, blah. Like you must be doggy. You know what I'm saying? Like you hiding something. So that tends to come off a lot as far as what the first thing is in their mind, from what I've heard. Now I could be wrong, you know what I'm saying? But from what I've heard, it's been like that. Now the second thing is, if you're kind of, you know, in between and you're not like, you know, really big or not anything like that, not intimidating, as long as you look a little bit better, you can, than the other guys, then you can still kind of fit into that desirable look. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the goal is. See, like when you're real big, or if you, let's say you're real attractive and you got the perfect male physique and all this other stuff, right? Those guys who have that physical specimen look that we're gonna get to in a second. When you have that type of body, it's not really something that a woman wants to be with long term. It's more like a ooh, he looks like a piece of meat. I want that right now. You know what I'm saying? And so for you, if that's the goal that you're trying to go for, to just look desirable to ladies and stuff like that, just know that it's cool and all, but it's not really it's not gonna get you nothing long term. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna find love that way. You're gonna find love because you like, I mean, you know, they're gonna like you because you like a piece of meat. All right, so I'm gonna give you an example, right? I've been in plenty of situations where when I was at my peak, like right now, I'm all right, but I ain't at my peak. Like when I was in it and at my peak, I could go into a place and I could see the eyeballs looking at me. You know what I'm saying? Or I could be on a cruise or something like that and come out my shirt and I could see I could generate the energy. I mean, I could feel the energy of all the eyes being on me at certain times. And it was like, whoa, this is a little too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be like, I'm trying to fly under the radar. And then you're running into situations where like you might be in a room and, you know, when you look real good and you really like are doing it like that, guys recognize guys first, right? Because we like, oh, we appreciate seeing a male body who looks, you know, amazing. But what they tend to do is bring attention to you by talking about you to their women. And then now they women are looking at you too. So now you got the dude looking at you and he's kind of like, I like him, but you know, I hope my girl don't see him. And then at the same time, the chick is like, you know, well, damn, now that you done brought him to my attention, I see him too. I mean, I seen him before you walked in the room. So now it's a very uncomfortable feeling of being, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't recommend I wouldn't recommend just trying to be at your peak all the time. I think there's more of a balance to this. Like there's more of a balance to where you can have both. Like you can have the, you know, you have a great body as well as, you know, look like somebody who you can be in a long-term relationship with, somebody who's safer, somebody who's like that. I'll give you an example. When you got that peak body, it's like having a Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? And a woman, she don't necessarily want to have a Ferrari. She'll ride it sometimes, but she don't want to be in that Ferrari all the time. Look, you got to get $1,200 oil changes. You got to change the tires. You know, you got to different things you got to do all the time. And with that man, you got to maintain that as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of intimidating for somebody to want to get into a situation with somebody who is that impressive, you know, and you want to be in there like that. So you got to really be careful of wanting to have that physique. But it's cool sometimes though. You know what I'm saying? Spring break or something like that. Yeah, it's cool for that. But for, you know, the good times, it ain't always the same thing. So anyway, let me see where we at. I told you I took notes. All right, so the main parts. Let's get into it. The main parts. The first thing that I've realized from just listening to a whole bunch of different women, training women in my family, people I know online, just different things about, you know, what they like, what they don't like. The one thing that I've heard the most is shoulders. So you got to have shoulders. You got to work your shoulders in a way where they kind of just look masculine. I feel like you can get women with anybody if you got, you know, you got money or you got a mean talk game. But if we're talking about trying to be attractive to them, then you got to have certain body parts, right? So shoulders, that's the male staple. That's the masculine he-man staple. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to have a good set of shoulders. And for that, it's not like you can't do it. It just, you want to have some shoulders that look like you actually do some work. You know what I'm saying? Like you work out a little bit, yeah, but you might go change a tire. You know what I mean? Like you might go outside, or you might, you know, move some stuff around. You know what I'm saying? So you can have both of those type of frames, but you don't want to look like you just, I'm in the gym every day, shoulders every single day. It's just more of a natural, you know, I might go mow the grass or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I might cut the lawn and I'll be outside chopping wood or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But you still have that nice masculine shoulder look. So start with your shoulders. That's the first thing you want to start with, right? All right. The second thing, and we're going to take this off the list, it's not abs. Abs is not the one. I've come to the understanding that nobody really cares about abs. It's cool, but abs is so hard to maintain. And I feel like from what I've learned, when a woman sees a dude who has abs, she's going to feel like she got to maintain her stomach like that too. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not 100% accurate on all women who think like that, but from what I've seen, what I've heard is that abs is something it takes a lot of effort. You know what I'm saying? And you want to kind of be comparable to her in a way where y'all kind of match. You don't want to like outlook her all the time, because then, like I said before, you look like that male specimen versus looking like that long-term relationship type of body type guy. You see what I'm saying? So abs is not the one. You can have a fat stomach, you know what I'm saying? But if you still carry your body as masculine, then that's cool too. But It's not about having like, you know, 6-pack ripped abs all the time, all season. I'm ready to go whenever. You know what I'm saying? It's not about that. So take it off your list. You don't got to think about abs. Another one that I have noticed though that's going to be interesting for you guys to hear is glutes. Yes, glutes. Glutes is one. Like you gotta have glutes. I don't know how I came across this or learned this. You know, so I think I learned this maybe when I was like 19 or 20. But women like dudes with nice butt cheeks. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that's a thing, and I don't really know how to tell somebody to work your butt cheeks. I'm guessing you can do squats. You know, if you don't squat, but I think it's more about when you don't have a butt at all and you just have that, you know, that long back type of look. It's noticeable. So you kind of still want to have certain things. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all in my comment section, please comment. If any ladies out there know certain body parts that they like, or if I'm lying about this, please let me know. But I don't think so. Let me see what my chat is saying. What's up, everybody? What up? Hey, I appreciate everybody coming. Oh, this dude said, I don't think muscle can compensate for lack of height and unattractive face. No, it can't. But money can. Money definitely can. Money can compensate for everything. You don't got to do nothing if you got some money. That's the cheat code. You can have a face and all that, but you got a couple dollars on you. Forearms are cool too. Yeah, forearms are cool too. Nah, they don't want no abs. I'm telling you, no, it's not about abs. It's a V taper is cool. Everybody can get a V taper. Everybody can get a V taper. That's not unrealistic. It's just about working specific muscle groups and looking in the. You got to look in the mirror, right, with the lights off, and look at your silhouette. And if you see how your body is shaped with your silhouette, you'll know how to really start tailoring your workouts. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got, because it's hard to, it's easy to see your body on another person. Or it's easy to see yourself on somebody else. Or you're like, oh, wow, that dude looks good. Or I like his shape or whatever like that. But if you look at yourself and you want to know what you can do to make yourself look better, to get that V taper, you gotta turn the lights off, look in the mirror, look at your outline, and see where you need improvement. You know what I mean? Like I know for me, when I wanted to get my V taper, it was about building my lats. You know what I'm saying? And my lats were they were okay, but I kind of had that flat, you know, narrow look. But when I built my lats out, it made the waist look so much smaller. You know what I'm saying? Right now I'm kind of full, but you know, get my point. All right, so let's see. But yeah, listen, money though, that's the one. Y'all sleeping on that one. Get you a couple dollars and see what happens. And yeah, beauty is an eye beholder. But I started off with that though. I told you, because somebody will like somebody skinny. You could be a real skinny dude, and she just might like a real skinny dude, and you can't do anything about that. You just happen to be at the right place at the right time. You know what I mean? Or she might like a fat dude, and you just happen to be husky, and that's just your lane. You know what I'm saying? She just like husky dudes. So what you gonna do about that? But if you're in between, and we can do something for you, we're gonna do something for you tonight. All right. The next one is chest. Chest is important. It's not super important, but it is kind of important. You want to have a nice chest, but your chest doesn't have to be to the point where it's like jacked, ripped up, hard. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're going to hold her, when you're going to look, you know, do something, you kind of got to be a little bit squishy too. Like you can't just be straight up rock solid all the time. So the chest is there because it makes you look masculine, but don't OD on chest. You know what I'm saying? Because when you OD on chest, you overcompensate, and then you lose out on back because you work in chest all the time, and then you get that, you know, big chested look, but you kind of look stupid now. So just be careful with working your chest all the time. You feel me? So the next one, let me see. Oh yeah, but keep this in mind too. When I'm talking about all this stuff, I'm naming body parts, but it's essentially you don't want to look like no little boy. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to like a little kid. Like you don't want to be having a child's body, or you got to at least have some type of masculinity to you. You know what I'm saying? And realistically, for guys, what I like to say is like, okay, I heard I heard an analogy last night, right? So I don't know what it was, but it was on the TV saying something, and I think there was two gazelles talking or something like that, right? And one gazelle was talking to another one. He was like, we got to get prepared for this lion. When a lion is coming, we got to get out there and run. And so the gazelle was always practicing, and the other gazelle, he wasn't practicing. He was just sitting around chilling and being lazy and fat and eating, living his life. And so one day they was running, and a lion actually came and chased the gazelles, right? So the two of them, the gazelle and his homie, they started running. And what happened was, the one gazelle who had been exercising said to the other gazelle, he was like, yo, let's run. The other gazelle was like, we got to outrun this lion. He was like, and the fit gazelle was like, no, we don't have to outrun the lion. I just got to outrun you. Pew, and got up out of there. So the moral of the story is, you don't have to look the best out there. You just got to look better than what's around you. You know what I'm saying? So look at your competition and do whatever it is that's simple enough to just beat them, because you don't have to go so hard. You know what I mean? It's not about going so hard. It's not about looking amazing. It's just about looking a little bit better than everybody else. That's the key, yo. Think about that. All right. The next one. Depending on her nationality, depending on where she's from, and like if y'all live in the South or live on the beach, something like that, calves is important too. And I've learned that a lot of black chicks, they tend to pick you apart if you black and you don't have calves. And it's hard to get calves, man. It's really hard to get calves, but they really pick you apart because it's noticeable. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you go out places, and you'll hear it. You know what I mean? Like you'll hear it. Like you could be a skinny guy, but if you're an in shape guy and then you don't have calves, oh no, you're not gonna hear the end of it. So make sure you do your calves too, regardless. If you're gonna stay skinny or get in shape, just do your calves, because at least the secret is, if you wear shorts and you still got big calves, then people gonna think you got big legs anyway. So just, have big calves. Think about that. You know what I'm saying? It's just, we talk about little key muscles here. All right. The next one is proportion legs. Like your legs don't got to be crazy, but they just kind of have some type of shape to them. You feel me? Like just some type of proportion to them. Nothing too ridiculous, but you just don't want to have that big upper body, little teeny skinny lower body type of look. You got to have some type of shape to you. So, be careful with not doing any legs. You want to do some type of legs, but you just want to make sure that your legs are, they fit the rest of your frame. Don't just do your upper body. If you're gonna work out anyway, make yourself look well put together. Don't just work out for one key thing, whatever like that. You feel me? So, all right, what you saying, my guy Wilson? He said, I get what you're saying. Everyone can get a V taper, but guys who genetically have it will have the best ones. Oh yeah. Well, you had that's subjective. I mean, you can have the best ones, but I mean, you can still. Everybody can have it. Everybody can have it. Now, it's like saying we asking for a car. We're asking to upgrade we're upgrading from a scooter to a car. So now we give you the V taper, which is the car. Now you saying, well, everybody can have a car, but everybody can't have the Maserati. Well, yeah, okay. Well, look, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? We don't need the Maserati. We just need the car. Let's just get in there in the first place. Let's get our foot in the door. You know what I'm saying? Don't go so hard just yet. We'll get that big stuff later. And you can work towards that. But, originally the things you can do, you can do. You know what I'm saying? It's not hopeless. You don't want to be hopeless and act like you can't do anything, because you can do something. You know what I mean? All right, so let's see. Yeah, I think that's about it, though. Am I done? Oh, I'm done. Let's wrap it up. Okay. So, in conclusion, I call this the peacock theory. Just look, stand out, make yourself look a little bit better than everybody else. And if you can stand out, then, you'll do something that attracts more women to you. But I hope some of these things help. I hope some of these things you guys can use in your lives. And don't forget to work your shoulders, do your chest. Arms are cool too, but it's not mandatory. But chest is definitely mandatory. Shoulders is definitely mandatory. The stomach, y'all are safe. Y'all can have stomachs. Not too outlandish. Don't keep it sloppy, but it can be there. You know what I'm saying? Have your beer. Don't look like you work out all the time, because that's intimidating. You know what I mean? Like, nobody can hang with that. Nobody wants to be a dude who's always working out all the time if they don't work out all the time, unless y'all got that type of lifestyle or something like that. But you don't have to be like that. So you know, if that's what you want to attract, then that's cool. But like I said before, having that type of body, I've learned that it don't really bring a lot of any substance. It's just superficial. You look at like a piece of meat. Be like a model. You know what I'm saying? I remember the first time I thought I was a piece of meat. I went to that I did that modeling thing for the Atlanta Housewives, and they was like, you know, you gotta take your shirt off. I was like, I can take my shirt off. I was like, I can take my shirt off. It was like, yeah, you gotta take your shirt off. I was like, oh Lord. So I took my shirt off, and then it was like, I was like, oh man, like now I'm not even a person no more. I'm just a body, and I ain't like that. Like I didn't like. I was like, oh, I see how women feel. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like that. Don't just look at me like that. Now it's cool because I'm behind the camera, but you know, I don't want to be felt like I don't want to feel like that in person. Not in no large group neither, because I feel like a stripper. You know what I'm saying? And that's just not my thing. I ain't signed up for that. So anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this live stream. This is my first one. I'm gonna do some more. I got a whole bunch of topics like this, so I hope you really like them. I'm gonna see if I can save it on here for a little while, and I know I can publish it on YouTube. So if you don't see it on here, come to my YouTube channel, check it out. I'd appreciate you guys for subscribing. Thanks everybody for getting in my chat tonight. I really do appreciate y'all. We're gonna try and do this again every couple of days. I wanted to wait till the Bills game was over, but it looked like it was taking too long, so I was like, let's just get started. All right, well, I will see y'all later. Thank you everybody for coming in here. Yes, I was speaking some facts. All right, I appreciate y'all. Hey, listen, all the comments. Thank you everybody for coming in, for the waves, and I will see y'all later. All right, my people.